Hello again. Right. I do fear this season's come a little bit too soon. I'm not over the grief or the trauma of last year yet. But hey, we got a new plan this year. You know, first question, an overview of your auction plan. We've actually got an algorithm this year. We've got a points per player that we need to hit. We've got a price cap per player, a bid ceiling value per player, and I think that's going to steer me to a more structured approach rather than throwing darts. Any must-have targets? Yes, there is. There's a goalkeeper I'm after. He plays for the Lily Whites, and I'll just leave it at that. And then there's a DM who I'd really like. DMs are going to be heavy in my strategy this year, and his name is Rodri. Single word answers only. Who's finishing bottom three? Badge, Robbo, Zoe. And I've got another obligation here, as one of the bottom feeders. Could have guessed it, I guess, but we have a fine, which I've titled A Costly Mistake. This will be, I mean, it's a shit show for whoever picks up this player is a fucking disgrace. And they won't get any points. They'll also get highly embarrassed and have to pay a fine for it. It's DCL. What a cunt.
In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Much the same as last year. Not much prep. Lydia brought home the printed pages yesterday of the player list. I sat in bed, highlighted some players. If there is a tactic, it's the same as last year. It's the same as the last 7 years. Don't bid too high on any players. Stay until the end. If I've got a little bit of extra money, then try and get some bargains. That's the plan. It worked 1 out of 7 years, could work again. Any must-have targets? It just depends when they get called out in the orbit. Because if Wilfie Czar comes 4th, 5th orbit, I'll have a dabble. Sounds like Mr. Tommy Key's going to call him his first call. I'm not getting drawn into it. Take him, too much money. Single word answers only. Who's finishing bottom three? No offence to any of this. This is going to be the hardest league we've ever had. My bottom three prediction, going from third from bottom first, is going to be I'm going to go for Badge, third from bottom. I'm going to go for Zoe, second bottom. And I'm really sorry, my tip from last year after auction was Julesy to win it, but I'm going to have to say Jules to finish last. Good luck though, no offence boys.
Ready for some comedy gold? Right. Auction plan, defence. Rodri is my must-have target, and in 3 words, single word, who finished bottom 3? Julesy, Hicko, and Doff/Slug.
There we go then. Another year is here. Can he see? Here we go. 30 seconds to provide an overview of your auction plan. Don't really have one this year. Last year I wanted to go for defenders. This year I don't have a fucking clue. I'm really shitting it this year. That's pretty much my plan. Well, I say I want to get like a £15 million player. I'm shitting it.
I don't even know who I want. I want Skamaka. I haven't even answered the question properly. Bear with me. So I want to get. I don't have a plan. That's the real answer. I don't have a plan. And he must have targets. I want Skamaka. He is the new Arnie for me. He's going to be my new love affair. I'm cutting ties with Richarlison. I want to cut ties with St Max. They're going to go for too much this year. Richarlison's a fucking bag of shit. I want Skamaka. He's my only must-have. I've highlighted about 50 players, all ones that I think I can achieve to get. But I want to get Skamaka. I just want to get loads of £15 million players and then squad fill with like £5 million players. That's about it. Who's finishing bottom three? Julesy, Barge, Hick. That's bottom three. Barge last, Julesy second last, Hick third last. That's all. Sorry for the poor overview of the auction plan. Don't really have one, but that's me.
So in 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Don't have one. Pretty much gonna drink some beers, bid up Gibbo, bid up Was, see what happens. Must have target. The only one that I'm really thinking that I'd quite like is Sinistera, maybe Cash. I think Newcastle are going to be pretty good. Single word answers only. Who finishes bottom three? Benny, Zoe, Gibbo.
Yes. Hello. In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. I don't really have one, and I'm not chatting shit about Baz. I'm not going over 40. If I don't get him, I'm probably not. I hate to say it, but I do want Gabriel Jesus. That's the only thing that I've really got in my head. But he could be fucking too much. And he's a groomer. And he must have targets. Well, as I've said, Gabriel. Single word answers only. Who's finishing bottom three? Jules, Robbo, Benny.
In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Honestly, I've done no prep, so it's the same as last year where I got the worst auction team ever. So yeah, 70 million on Bruno and Cavani was a bad shout. So hopefully this year, I'm just going to improve on that, and swap my way to a win. And he must have targets. Would love a year forward maybe. So Kane, Son or Kulu. Bottom three is Robbo, Julesy and Zoe. Have a lovely day, everyone. I hope you all fail miserably in your teams.
Morning. In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Haven't done any prep this year. Going to channel my inner David Dickinson and pick up some bargains. Going to try and not get stuck with Wilson, Sterling, John the Gun, but if the price is right, then it's a bit of me. No must-have targets, going to go with the flow. Bottom three are Hick, Jules and Demo.
Hello! We got no plan. Haven't even highlighted any players. Just going to see how it goes and try not get anyone till about the 5th orbit. Pick up about as many, probably Gant's tactic really, pick up as many 6 million sort of players as I can. Probably won't get any big names. And just try and pick up some little bargains. Probably everyone's plan. So we'll just see how that goes. So we're bargain city, baby.
"30 seconds to provide an overview of your auction plan." No premiums. Load up on midfielders. No big defenders. That's about it really. Must have targets. Cheek Decore. Who's finishing bottom three? Dib. Julian. Sluck.
All right. In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Oh, I don't have one. I've got to be honest, I really don't have one. Any must-have targets? It's got to be Ricardo Pereira for me. Maybe James Justin on the other wing. Bottom three, Jules, Zoe and Robbo. And then my bounty is J Links.
Hello. In 30 seconds, please provide an overview of your auction plan. So, overview of auction plan. Again, don't really have one. See who goes for big bucks. I might try and get Salah because I haven't had Salah before, but I probably won't have the bottom. So it will just be the same as last year. Not spend more than 25 million on anyone. And we'll see how we go. Any must-have targets? I'd love Trippier. I'd love Mark Wehi. I'd love Eze. I'd love Undav. But yeah, Trippier, Jed Spence and Cucurella are my main three. Single word answers. Who's finishing bottom three? Probability says, I haven't done the single word answers. Probability says Hicko, Robbo, because he doesn't know who Ben White is, and Zoe. Yeah, love you and leave you.
In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. My plan is, I don't have any plan. I'm going purely on vibes, feel and atmosphere. My opening bids, when it's my turn to go first, I'm going to go in red hot. That's my only real plan, sort of. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna a few mind games, I think, as the day goes on. I think I can get inside Gabooni's head. I can get inside Damoon's head. I can get inside Hickey's head, Willow's head. Keep Badger on side. And take it from there, I think. And yeah, I've got to learn the rules as I go as well. So we'll keep it going, and we'll see what happens. Any must-have targets. I'm really liking the look of Trent. He's my boy, but see what happens. Apart from that, I'm just gonna try and pick up who people are fancying and just jump on their bandwagon. I've seen a few people highlighting pre-auction. I see Jules has highlighted Andy Robertson, so I'll go around a few clipboards pre-auction, see if anyone else has highlighted him, see if he's a popular target, see who's interested in Mo Salah, Haaland, Sterling maybe, Gabby Jesus. I don't know really. No real must-have targets. The main thing really is I've got to fill out the block targets. I've got to make sure I have them. And we'll take it from there. And finally, single word answers only. Who finishes bottom three?
almost definitely it will be Tommy Hickey Badgie. Cool. That's me done.
In 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Okay, so it's Moneyball, effectively. Try and fill the squad with any players that will get 30 points plus. Yes. Any must-have targets. All I want is one Spurs player that's going to get points, so I can enjoy it when they do. Single word answers only. Who's finishing bottom 3? Robbo, obviously. Up to 2 words. Zoe and Tommy.
Morning, gentlemen. Okay, so the prompts we have here: in 30 seconds, provide an overview of your auction plan. Haven't done any prep this season. Going to be dart throwing. Could win it, maybe win it, or could finish bottom. So my inspiration is Jim Hickling. So I feel that, you know, he's both won gold. He does have 3 spoons, but apparently just having one lucky season outweighs all of that. Number 2, any must-have targets. I will let you in on a little secret. I'm getting the SAP from last season. It's SAP 2.0. Number 3, single word answers. Who's finishing bottom 3? I'm going to go with history. I'm going to go James Hickling. I'm going to go, which does defeat the point of me having him as my inspiration for this season. I think Dave might be in trouble. The pressure of OBC might get to him. And I think the third one, I'm going to say Jasper. I think Jasper and Dave are going to have very poor seasons. There's no bias there, but those 3 are the ones that I think will finish bottom. Thank you.
Morning. Bronze medalist here. In 30 seconds, my auction plan. So I've paid a lot of money, the big bucks, for the super algo to see the old player points and the new player points. And then I spent a whole day with it trying to build this app that no one looked at. So I haven't actually done any planning. I've just got a list of targets and they're all the players that everyone else wants. I'm just playing it by ear. Must have targets. I think I might end up with Sancho again because I'm going to get sucked in, because if I don't get him and he fires, I'm going to hate myself. If I do get him and he's shit again, I think that's almost better than not getting him and him performing. Bottom 3 is Zoe, Jules and Binny, because his head's not in it anymore. Since the baby, he's off the rails. One player that I will be possibly picking up as a last tidbit, Nathan Patterson, Everton, dynamite.
Okay, auction plan. It's unfortunate. I'm not going to go for Buendia. Just can't do it. Also got no interest in Coutinho, despite what Gypsy says. I've not got any must-have players this year. It's just going to be a sit and wait and see if anyone's a decent value, I think. Which could be trouble halfway through when I've got nobody and loads of money and there's no one left. There we go. Who finishes bottom 3? Robbo, Benny, Julian.
I don't have any auction plan. I'm just going to get drunk, really. Must have targets. I like Jesus because I'm an Arsenal fan. That's about it. Single word answers only. Who's finishing bottom 3? I reckon Tony Mitchell is going to come bottom. Probably Zoe, and then probably Rowe because Doff's not had it.
Lovely. Gents, thank you very much for having me this year in place of the almighty Slug. Provide an overview of your auction plan. Don't really have one, thrown in at the deep end. Got handed this yesterday. Players that I would like to use are Raheem and Slug has asked for Matt Doherty. Who's finishing bottom? Probably Slug. Thanks.
Auction plan, haven't actually done a single thing, haven't even printed off the player list. I think I looked at it for about a couple of minutes. That's what happens when you have a baby. Any must-have targets? Gonna try and get a couple from City, as you'd expect. Couple from Liverpool, see what I can do. But I'm going to try and hold my money a bit longer than I did last year because I got Salah straight away. Who's finishing bottom three? Zoe, Julesy, and potentially I'm going to go with Toneley's. Thank you.
Very quickly, I forgot to mention who my main target is. Only one player, and it's Pedro Neto. I'd like to get him. He's going to be my Rafinha replacement. If I can get him for around 15, that's kind of my top end. Pedro Neto.
So there's no OBC poem this year, but I just want to say a huge welcome to our 20th man, Robbo. In no time, I'm sure. Another Pool fan to add to the mix, but if their record's anything to go by, you'll be in strong company. And cheers to the Super Sub Doff. I'm sure Slug would thank you for stepping in if he were here, but he might retract it in 6 hours. Just do the opposite of what Barge is telling you, and I'm sure you'll avoid fines. And I think this off-season, although it's been the shortest, it must have been the most drivel, most drivel spoken. Apparently, Jips has done no planning. Tony isn't getting R7, and Jas is still called P Mains. Who knows what to believe anymore? QPR. So without further ado, we're all starting from scratch. We have as much chance as each other. So let's end the waffle, end the burgers, end the horse apples, and have a bloody good.
Mid-auction, a couple of orbits in, I fucked it. I'm furious. I fucking hate myself. I can't keep it in my pants. I just bolt. I just see a player that I think is going to be decent, and rather than sitting there and saying, yeah, I think he's going to be decent, goodbye, I fucking jump out the blocks, pay too much, and have instant regret. Fucking buyer's remorse on Brennan Johnson. Never seen him play. Don't know what I was doing. Bruno Guimaraes. Dele Alli. Dele Alli, my first player for 5 million in the fucking first or second orbit. If you'd have told me that ahead of time, I'd have said you're a fucking liar. But it's happened. So we have to ride. Up the Everton.
So, I've got Salah, which has just fucked my auction plan entirely. But I'm so delighted. So I've got Salah,
Oh god,
R7, and Martial for around 3/4 of my budget. But Salah's just fucked me. Also, Willow calling Mark Guehi on the 5th round, or like the 5th player, pissed me off. Because he should have been mine, but now she's going to Robbo for like 7 mil. I'll get it. Also, Gypsy, it doesn't sound like he's got a good team again.
Right. Overpaid for Alvarez apparently. Haaland injured 60% of the time. And 80% of the time, I'm right. This is bullshit. I shouldn't have paid that much. It was on 0.5. Oh no. Good times.
Not bad so far. Benny's comment of my team looks a little bit mid-table is fair, but it's fine. Moneyball's the plan. Moneyball's working. They're all 30-point players, 20-point players. But yeah, no, solid. I do need one more decent buy. Got 22 left. It's all right. I'm happy. I'm not unhappy. But it's all right. And Tommy's coming bottom.
I just bought the data. How much have you spent? I haven't picked who I want. Yeah, we can tell. How much have you spent? We can tell.
Can't say I'm particularly happy. Shouldn't have let Rodri go. Got 2 players to about 55 left, which isn't ideal. There's still quite a few big names, so hopefully we'll be able to outbid some people later in the bidding cycle. But it's not looking promising.
So Zoe, you got to say what you think your predicted top 3 is and bottom 3.
Okay, top 3. Demo, me. And then, believe it or not, Doff /
Doffer, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think he's got
Haaland.
Yeah.
Haaland, Alisson, I think.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3 for me. Lenny.
No! You are
Lenny, Tommy, and I think Jasper. I don't know what Jasper's team. I'm not seeing it. Lenny, Tommy, and I'm going to call a randomer. I think Dib. I think Dib's going to fuck it up this season.
Yeah, I agree.
What about you?
Yeah.
Top 3.
My top 3 is Jasper, Dave, and Hicko.
Top 3.
And my bottom 3 is Jasper, Dave, and Hicko. I'm hedging the bets.
I think bottom 3 currently, I'm not even joking, Wiz, Jasper, and you.
Me?
Correct, you.
Slugger. Quite happy with the team so far. 6.5 left in the bank. Hoping to get Tyrone Mings in at centre back. Can't imagine I will. Quite a lot of budget left for the other chaps. See what we can get, yeah. Hoping to get a cheap Ruben Neves as well. Godspeed.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with your team?
7, I think. I've got a couple of players who are a bit injury prone, which is a bit worrying, like Jota, who's already injured. But I think I got a lot of frees at the end that I'm quite happy with this time. Whereas last year I got loads of frees that I hated. So I'll say 7.
Anything else to add?
I think Zoe had 14 headed hands moments. Must be a new record.
I think I'm a 6. I think I was doing quite well until the midway point, and then after that I'm not 100% sure who I actually got because I didn't write it down, hence why I got some fines. But from what I remember, I think I did quite well. There was a couple of players that were high on my targets that I didn't get. Cheek Corey, feel like he's still not gone, and Kamara from Villa, who probably might have gone for quite cheap, and I got Jan out for when I shouldn't have got him, and I didn't get a centre back. But I think other than that, I think I've got quite a strong team. I'm comparing it to Wizard, and his team looks fucking sharp.
I think it's solid 7.5, potentially 8. Yeah, it was a difficult season last year. Came at it with a new angle this auction, and it's back to basics really. I've tried to guarantee myself a certain amount of points to avoid this fucking thing again. Fingers crossed we've done it.
About 1.5 out of 10. Do you want to hear anything else?
Anything else to add?
I did get the players I want, but when I looked at them on paper in the squad, fucking terrible. I've got no defenders that play, and if they do play, it's severe minuses. I've got a lot of strikers, they're not great. I'm screwed. That's all. Not great. 4. I feel pretty deflated at the moment. Not good. Not good. I was more optimistic last time, but yeah, it's not. Well done, mate. Well done, you twat.
Under 7 hours.
Is that the only question?
Anything else to add, or?
No, don't think so. Just gonna check whether Blue Jay's gonna squirt some more water on me, in which case this beer's going over his head.
Cool. Definitely happier post break than before the break. I think we went from a 3.5 to a 5.5 out of 10. I think it's still pretty poor. I'll be tapping up Benny, Julesy and Robbo for a few of their boys, that's for sure.
I'm quite happy. I'd say about 7.5. Go a bit moderate this year, but I got who I wanted, so I'm happy.
4. I waited too long. Still got a lot of money left. Hoping for some big marquee signings in the transfer window, and then I can sort it out a bit. See what happens.
7.5? It's fine. I'm not sure who I can remember is in my team, but it's decent. Smudge is fine. I've got Gabriel Jesus, who I said I was going to get in the fucking thing. I actually can't remember anything else I've got on my team.
You can remember one player?
I've got Jesus.
What the fucking bargain that is?
Fucking hell.
Nunes?
No, I've got Nunes. Oh, I've got Sancho. Fucking hell. So bad. I came in and I said, Sancho, yeah, 0.5. Bullshit. Fuck off. Fuck yeah. Very happy. We've got money left over. I finished 20-30 minutes before everyone else finished. Love it. Happy. I'm 8 out of 10.
Cool. Anything else to add? Or
well, I mean, just, Tommy's... I said in there in the diary room, Tommy's coming bottom 3, and he's confirmed my suspicions. That's it.
Much happier post-break than pre-break, because I went into it with Dele Alli, Brennan Johnson and Cancelo for the half my money, and that was not to plan. And the second half, I think I've got a lot of players, could be good, could be shit. But
maybe good,
maybe good,
shit.
maybe it could be good, maybe it could be shit. Grimares, I needed to turn up. Probably paid too much, but I need him to turn up. I need Newcastle to be fucking dynamite. I've got United defenders, so I need us to fucking not be leaky as shit. If they both play, Malacia and 2 new boys as well for United. So, but I think I got Malacia for cheap. I'm very happy with how much I paid for him, and also sneaky. Wesley Fofana, had my eye on him. Looked him up middle of the auction. Strong rumours that Chelsea have agreed terms. So if he goes Chelsea, I picked him up right at the end. I got him over Lenglet, so yeah, we go again. I think I've got about 295 points in my auction team, so we'll see that end of the season.
I'm 7. but the algorithm says differently apparently. I'm relatively happy with it. A lot of people say that some of the players that I've picked won't play a lot. I feel I have six players that will play a lot. But yeah, cheers, Slug.
It started so well, ended so badly.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm mid-table at least. But obviously, if my swaps like from the past have been anything to go by, that's an extra 258 points. So that's probably me winning the league, baby. So there's a lot of loose fish these days. Like Robbo, he's an easy tease. Julesy, these guys buckle. Terrible people. You can steal it off crap. Other than that, I haven't got much more to say apart from I might be in trouble. But I'll see you later.
7. I'm a 7 out of 10. The algorithms have ranked me 4th out of 18. I think the algorithms are a little bit wrong. I'd probably put myself 2nd or 3rd. But yeah, mildly happy. Strategy is be clear of the bottom 5.
Who's your favourite buy?
My favourite buy would be Nunes. Nunes. Just scored the winner in the Community Shield. It'll bring it home for us.
He's coming last.
You know what? I would have 100% said Gabuni at the start of the day. Julesy really hasn't helped himself. I'm gonna have to go Jules.
Absolutely fucking battered.
I think we're up to about 25 bottles of beer and a couple of cans. That was all the intention I had. That's all I wanted to do.
Sorry, how many you on? 6?
I think this season I'm a good 7 out of 10. I'm optimistic for the season ahead. However, I would never, ever, predict something that might not happen. So I'm happy with it. I think I'll finish ahead of Jim, and that's the main goal. And we'll see how it goes from there.
8.5.
I'm about a 7, I'd say. I was shocked that I got Salah, and then that sent my auction strategy out the window. But I've got a decent defence, 3 decent strikers, and a couple of championship picks or rogue players. So, and I've got Mo Salah, so it can't be too bad, can it?
Probably a 7. It's more of a Moneyball team, but I could have done a lot better. I've got a lot of money left over.